Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Hope y'all are doing good. Today we are going to be doing steganography in Kali Linux. Basically hiding things, hiding text, or hiding even malware in images, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say, and let's just jump into it. So, what we're going to do is, first of all, we are going to be focusing on two things, right? We need to know how this even works. How steganography even works. There are two theories to how this works. One is LSB, or full form, least significant bit, and one is a graph, which is pretty hard to explain. I might explain that later in another video. So basically, what LSB is it's called least significant bit. So suppose I have a photo of this controller. Suppose I have a photo of my controller over here, my Xbox controller. There are multiple colors that make up my controller, like a red one for the B, and then green for A, yellow for Y, and then blue for X. And then, yeah, there are multiple colors that make up my controller to make it look nice, right? So we have an image of my controller. What least significant bit will do is it's going to loop through every single color, and it's going to take the least significant bits, or the last bit in an array of, in the pixels, the colors, it's going to go into the last bit, and it's going to change that to match our data. And yeah, so that's basically it. We're going to hit start. So let's just go here. So we're going to be using a virtual machine to get our job done using this. You can also install steganography software on a Windows computer, but we're using Kali Linux because it's better. And it's more, you get the feel. And that's basically all we need to do and we just need to wait for this, our computer to boot up. So, yeah, so we're just gonna wait for that. We're gonna give it like a couple seconds, and, yeah, that's basically it. And then it'll load up, and then we're gonna be using a tool. So the tool we're gonna be using is called steghide, and this steghide tool is pretty much widely used for our hacking scenario. So now that our computer's open, host F, and then switch. You can use host F to switch into full screen, which I personally like because I get the full feel of using Kali Linux as a computer in my own computer. So that's that basically in. So we are into our computer. I'm going to close everything that pops up, and we are going to start from scratch. So here, what you're going to need first is, well, an image. So you're going to want to take an image, and you're going to want to copy it, and then put it on your Linux machine, right? And then you'll need a message, okay? And the image, just so you know, needs to be in JPEG format. So we're going to open this image, and then this is just something I drew. And it says, this image has a dark secret. Right now, it doesn't really have anything too dark, so yeah, that's a pretty neutral image. And you're also going to need a message to put in here. Yes. Right? You're going to want to have a message. We're going to remove this, and we're going to write our own personal message. The password to the computer with all of the confidential files and information is in the server room. Okay. And then we're just going to write there. Okay. And then we're going to write the bank password is, I don't know, computer is 42 at ram.com. There. So we're just going to say that. Oh, I said password. The bank email and password is 12345 6. There. So now that we just said that, we are going to hide this file, the specific message.txt, into the image. So what we are going to do is we are going to open up our terminal emulator. And then we're going to change directory. We're going to shift our directory into our folder with the image and the message. So I'm just going to make this a little bigger so everyone can see. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to change directory into the desktop. And yes, it is case sensitive, so you want to put a capital D. Just press ls, and then you're going to see image.jpg, and then message.txt. If you have both of them saved, good for you. You are ready to continue on this next step. After this, what you want to write is steg hide. Right? Just write steg hide. Make sure it turns blue. If it doesn't turn blue, doesn't matter. Press enter. But if it turns blue, that's just your computer telling you you have steg hide installed. But if it gives you something like there is no file known as steg hide we're going to be using, you can just install it. So you're going to write sudo apt updates, but as you can see I already have it. Most Kali Linux distros will have it, so you don't really need to do this. But if you're using another Kali Linux computer, then you want to write sudo apt update and then sudo apt install and then steg hide. Right, apt get apt install. Right. After this, what we want to do is press ls again to see our files. And we're gonna write steg hide. Right, embed, and then we need to use our cover file. Cover file is just another word, just another name for our image. We're just gonna write image.jpg, and then we're gonna write that our embedding file, which is going to be our message.txt. Before we run this command, let's just make sure this is saved. Right? Message.txt. Hit enter. So what it's going to do is it's going to put our message in the image, but it's also going to encrypt our message and put it in the image. So we can enter a passphrase, or if you don't want to, just press enter. But we're going to enter a password, a passphrase, a very secure one. Password. There you go. And then we have a photo now with a message. And yeah, that's basically it. Now if you open up your image, if you press ls again in your terminal emulator, and then you say image, I think you have, okay, yep, we're gonna say Thuner, yeah, Thuner. If you just write Thuner, it's gonna open this. And then if you open up your image.jpg, you can see that it still says this image has a dark secret. And there is nothing much changed over here. There. So as you can see, nothing much is changed about this image, other than the fact that it has a file in it. The only thing that probably did change a little bit is the size of this file, because we just added a little text. But the thing is, the image always has to be bigger than our message, or else it won't embed. Right? There you go. There you have it. Now that we know that that's embedded, how are we going to extract it? Well, sudo steghide also supports that. You have to write steghide extract and -sf, and then you here need to write your file, which is our image.jpg. Before you extract it, it's going to ask you for a passphrase. And you just want to put in what you put for that. And then it says the file message.txt already exists. Do you want to overwrite it? Just press yes. And then it's going to extract the data in the image to message.txt. We're going to say cat message.txt. And it shows the password to the computer with all the confidential files and information is in the server room. The bank email is computers42@ram.com, and password is 123456. And there you have it. That's just about it for today. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another update. And with that said, that's all from me. That's done for me. And yeah, see you in the next video.